morning. Today we're on lesson 3 of Module 5 and we're talking about three-dimensional objects. Before we start that, we're going to remember yesterday and two-dimensional objects. Two-dimensional objects just means flat on a paper, like a flat circle, a flat square. It's just a drawing on a paper. It doesn't have any shape to it. A rhombus, a rectangle, a triangle, just flat things drawn on paper, or it's not have a shape. When we talk about three-dimensional things, we're actually talking about things that have more than just, it's not just flat, it's the whole shape. So I have some things here. I can't find a cone in my house. I don't have an ice cream cone. I don't have any cones, but I do have a cube. A cube would be a square on one side, but the whole thing together, when it's all three-dimensional, is a cube. A cylinder, they show you a soda can. It could also be a glue stick, maybe a toilet paper tube. Right here is my candle. It is a cylinder shape. I also have a rectangular prism. Like this is a rectangular prism. A Kleenex box is a rectangular prism. The last object they show us is a sphere. We have a sphere. A ball is basically a sphere. I have a marble. A ball and a marble are both spheres. They're circles, but they're three-dimensional. They have a shape to them. I don't have any cones. A cone would be like an ice cream cone, the pointed ones. If you talk through those things that make your voice loud, called a megaphone, that would be a cone. So we're going to look at this and match the shape to the word. So we've already discussed that this is a cone. So we find the cone over here. Oh, I should read the directions first, huh? On the first 4 objects, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to color one of the flat faces red. That's another thing, a term we need to know. The edges, not the edges, the flat surface is called a face when you're talking about a three-dimensional object. So I'm going to take my red color crayon and color the flat part. There's a lot of flat parts on a cube. There's all those different sides, all those different faces, so you just choose one. I'm going to choose the 6 side and color it. On a cylinder, you can't color the round sides. You have to color one of the ends. So it would be the top of the soda can or the top of the glue stick. That would be the face. On a rectangular prism, which is like my color crayon box or my Kleenex box, I would color one face. One piece of this is called a face. So I'm going to color one flat surface. Now, does a sphere have any flat surfaces? If I show you my ball, does it have any flat surfaces? How about my marble? Are there any flat surfaces? No, that's why it rolled away, huh? So the sphere does not have a flat surface. Let's match them to the words. We discussed that this is the word cone, so we need to draw a line from cone to the word cone. That is a cube. It's a square on one's face. It's a cube. So we need to read it: rectangular prism, sphere, cylinder, cube. So I'm going to come down all the way down like that. The next one says, what was that one again? A cylinder. It would be like a soda can or my candle or my glue stick, and that would be a cylinder. My Kleenex box is a rectangular prism. Also my color crayon box, my box for my colored pencils. A book would be a rectangular prism. So I'm going to draw it up to there. And the last one we talked about is a sphere. So you draw it from the point to the word sphere, which is another word for ball. Write the name of each object in the correct column. So now we're doing the same thing, we're just putting them into the right. Oh, a party hat would be a cone, but I don't have any party hats either. Okay, we'll read them. A globe, a block, a tennis ball, a tissue box, dice, a can, and a party hat. So let's look first at globe. It's a circular shape. It has no straight sides. It can roll. It's round. It can bounce. So we know that that must be a sphere. So we're going to put a globe. And I'm going to cross that off so I don't have to do it again. The next one is a block. It has a square face. And it's has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the bottom is 6. So it must be a cube. So we're going to put block under the column cubes. I'm going to cross it off so I know I'm done. A tennis ball. It doesn't have any straight lines. It can roll. It's round. Yep, a tennis ball. Tennis ball is a sphere. Cross it off so I know I'm done with that one. A tissue box. Good job. It's a rectangular prism. Tissue box. Cross it off. I'm done with that one. Dice. Well, I've been using this as an example of a cube. It has a square face and 6 sides, so we're going to put dice under cubes. D-I-C-E. Cross it off because I know I'm done. Excuse me. A party hat. It has the shape of a cone. That's really an easy one to remember because it's an ice cream cone shaped, huh? So we're going to write party hat under cone. Okay, cross it off because I know I'm done. And the last one is a can. We talked about a cylinder shape being a soda can, so would it work for a paint can? And if you look at my glue stick, it has the same shapes to it. So we're going to put can under cylinder. Number 3 says, oh, we could cross that out off too. Number 3 says, circle the attributes that describe all spheres. So there's no straight sides on a sphere, because remember a sphere is a ball. So there's no straight sides, so we can circle that. It can roll for sure. You might not want it to roll, but it can roll. So we'll circle can roll. Is it round? Yep, no straight sides. Can it bounce? Well, my ball can bounce, and it's a sphere. My marble, it doesn't really bounce. So bouncing it doesn't have to bounce in order for it to be a sphere. So we're going to leave that one without circling it. Circle the attribute that describes all cubes. So we know, we're going to look at our cube again. It has a square face, which is like a side, so we know that's true. It says all cubes are hard. Do they have to be hard? The dice is hard, but it doesn't have to be hard. Are all cubes red? No, this cube is white, so we know that's not right. And all cubes have 6 faces. Do all cubes have 6 faces? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the bottom is 6. Yes, so all cubes would have 6 faces. So that wasn't too bad. When you're doing your homework, it's just more the same. I think in your homework today, you have to find some in your house. If you can find some cones, I'll be excited because I don't have any cones in my house. I looked and looked. The other shapes will be more easily found, I think. Have a good day.